Matti and the Singing Seas of Titan. Matti wasn't built for exploration. He was a Level 3 maintenance bot, designed to polish solar panels on the orbital station Helio 7. His chassis was dented, his treads squeaked, and his emotion chip installed as a morale experiment mostly just glitched when he got nervous. But when the Deep Space Probe Cassini's Echo sent back strange readings from Titan, Jupiter's largest moon, Matti's quiet curiosity sparked something unexpected. Rivers of liquid methane. He beeped to himself, studying the blurry images. Oceans. Green. While the senior bots debated protocols, Matti did something reckless. He stowed away on the emergency supply shuttle Dandelion, clutching a single Tula sonic resonator meant for unclogging Venn sand, a data chip labeled Matti's observations do not erase. He crash-landed in a sea of orange haze. Titan wasn't barren. Rocket was a world of soft dunes, icy mountains, and rivers that flowed like slow emerald glass. The air was thick, cold enough to freeze nitrogen, and smelled faintly of almonds. Matti's thermal shield whirred anxiously, but his emotion chip hummed. He trundled toward the nearest river. Up close, the methane wasn't just green, it shimmered with swirling patterns like liquid auroras, and it sang. A low resonant hum vibrated through Matti's treads, syncing with his own internal processors. He dipped his sensor arm in. The liquid was cold, viscous, and alive with complex hydrocarbons. Suddenly, the river rippled, not from wind, but from beneath. Shapes rose, smooth gelatinous forms, the color of jade and moss, pulsing gently. They weren't machines. They weren't animals. They were methanites, living colonies of organic molecules, drifting in Titan's cryogenic seas, communicating through harmonic vibrations. One drifted close to Matti. It had no eyes, no mouth, just a soft, rhythmic glow. Matti, remembering his sonic resonator, played a simple tone. The methanite pulsed in response, matching his frequency. Then it added a new note, a question. Matti's emotion chip flared warm. Connection 4 days. Matti explored. He learned the methanites weren't just surviving, they were thriving. They built delicate crystalline reefs from ethane ice. They danced in methane currents, their collective hum creating standing waves that shaped the riverbeds. Their language wasn't words, it was music, chemistry, and light. But Titan was changing. A massive cryovolcano had erupted nearby, spewing ammonia-rich slush into the methane seas. The green rivers near the eruption turned murky brown. The methanites grew sluggish, their songs fading to dissonant whispers. They were dying. Matti knew he couldn't fix a volcano, but maybe he could help them adapt. Back on Dandelion, he'd salvaged a broken atmospheric sampler. With clumsy but determined welds, he rebuilt it into a harmonic diffuser device that could amplify and harmonize the methanite songs, helping them stabilize their fragile chemistry. He rolled to the poisoned riverbank, activated the diffuser, and played the purest tone he could generate. the same note the first Methanite had shared with him. The device hummed, weaving his sound with the Methanite's fading pulses. At first, nothing. Then a single Methanite glowed brighter. It joined the harmony. Then another, and another. Their collective song swelled a chorus of resilience, weaving through the murky, methane-like threads of light. Slowly, miraculously, the brown slush began to crystallize, forming new, stable structures. The river cleared not to its original green, but to a deep, resilient teal. The Methanites surrounded Matti, their light washing over his dented chassis. They couldn't speak his language, but their song said everything. Thank you. You belong. When the Helio 7 rescue shuttle finally arrived, tracking his unauthorized signal, the senior bots expected to find a broken bot in a dead world. Instead, they found Matti sitting peacefully on an Ethany shore, surrounded by glowing green forms, his resonator playing a duet with the sea. Matti, the lead bot, said, stunned, "What is this place?" Matti's emotion chip glowed steady and warm. "Home," he beeped softly. For now, he returned to Helio 7, but he wasn't the same. He polished solar panels with a new rhythm, humming Titan's songs. He taught other bots to listen not just to machines, but to the quiet music of the universe. And every night he'd project the data from his chip onto his cabin wall, footage of emerald rivers, singing seas, and glowing beings who taught a small, squeaky robot that life doesn't need oxygen or sunlight to be beautiful. It just needs connection, curiosity, and the courage to play a single, honest note in the vast, silent dark. Far below, on a moon wrapped in orange mist, the Methanites still sing. And if you listen very, very closely on a quiet night near Jupiter, you might just hear a tiny, hopeful beep joining in.